So you're hand.
Well, the flu season.
Do you do this?
No, I just nod. But I'm not shamed into the whole thing.
You should never be bullied or shamed into other rules.
2 weeks ago, this man in front of me in the pew turned around and just held it out there. And
his hand?
His hand during the sign of peace. And I'm like, listen, I can go as long as you can go. If you think I am going to cave right now,
intimidated.
And shake that hand, it's not happening. You picked the wrong pew. And I saw he was shaking hands with people around him and so forth. And I said, I just nodded. Like, listen, the Pope even said you do not have to shake hands during sign of peace. If you don't want to follow that, fine. So I participate, but I'm not shaking hands. But
you have a little sign that says no, thank you.
You're just a simple nod. It shouldn't be a big deal. But it was definitely like just pushing,
egging you on
by
a little
leaving
bit.
it out there a little bit. Yeah. Like a lot of people would cave, and I saw like someone next to me kind of cave. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, you have to really stick with your
I don't care
rules.
if he comes off the cross. I'm not shaking hands. Crying out loud. Who knows what germs were on the nails?
You don't know. The
crucified Christ to the cross.
No, those things
I'd like to think that Jesus is not contagious. Folks, good afternoon. It's John DePetro. We're speaking with the one and only Sean Spicer. During the course of the election, I used to see you on CNN. And then one night, I was on Don Lemon. I was outnumbered. You sent me a very supportive tweet. I'm watching Ocean State. Do you remember that? Oh, my God. I mean, boy, what a panel. We have 4 people, and then we have this one guy from Rhode Island who's going to defend President Trump. But you sent me a very nice tweet sent my way, which was very encouraging. In the Frontline special, you seem very relaxed now and seem, do you feel, well, you do. Do you feel now like you kind of have your life back a little bit more?
A little bit more, and I think, even the president said to me not too long ago, he said, you look 10 years younger. Well, I think you've helped achieve that goal.
Good morning, and welcome, Chris Plant. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, John, how you doing?
We're doing great. Chris, what about Joe Kennedy afterwards? Now, seem to be having a problem. I've heard of people, drooling to give the speech or foaming at the mouth, but I think he overdid it. It was very distracting.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what was wrong with him. The Kennedy family knows, they know 2 things, and one of them is makeup. And you think that they'd get the makeup.
As in make up the story of where you were when the car was sinking.
Well, and this is my other favorite. Not only did he have stuff all over his face and his mouth, and it looked like he was having a medical issue of some kind. But my favorite part is that behind him, now keep in mind his last name is Kennedy, behind him as the backdrop was a wrecked car.
That's exactly right.
I don't know who came up with that, but hey, wait a minute, we got Joseph Bootlegger Kennedy III. You know what we should do? We should put a wrecked car behind him.
They should have had someone try to escape from the car as he was given the reaction to it.
There's a woman in the back seat whose fingers are smearing across the back window again and again.
Hey, Chris, talk about, folks, we're speaking with Chris Plant. Chris, talk about the party of the people. Gee, a white male named Kennedy. Boy, there's a real difference.
Exactly.
Let's go back to the North Korean leader. I also commend your governor. Tell her I'm sorry. I've fallen behind on my donations to her campaign. Been a little busy with the missile testing. Tell Gov I'll donate as soon as I can. Right after the dogs finish eating my uncle.
Mr. Imus, but one source says one witness will testify that Correnti actually used to keep the bribes with envelopes of cash under his hairpiece. And apparently one witness will also testify that on one occasion when Correnti had a cold, apparently every time he sneezed, a $50 bill flew out. We've been waiting for a defense strategy, and there was word a few weeks ago that Mayor Santos was seen wandering the Biltmore Hotel, which you know where he lives, one of the hotels in the city, in a bathrobe late at night. And many observers thought he was trying to pull a Vinny the Chin, which Gigante used to wander the village, and there'd be tourists checking in the room, and then the mayor of Providence would come by in his bathrobe. But apparently the speculation was for naught. It was just he was trying to find some ice for a nightcap late at night.
John DePetro, who is the midday host there in Providence, Rhode Island. Well, terrific.